Hi, my name is Christina, and I am the owner of Sensational Travel. As you can tell, most of my YouTube page, my TikTok, and all my other socials are dedicated to Hotel Xcaret. And that is because I primarily assist my clients in curating their vacations to Hotel Xcaret Mexico, Hotel Xcaret Arte, and La Casa de la Playa. I also assist my clients in putting together their room block for their destination wedding groups, family gatherings, um, of that sort. However, my clients also hire me to plan their vacations or honeymoons throughout the Riviera Maya, Mexico, the Caribbean, and Hawaii as well. If you wouldn't mind giving me a like and follow for this video, I would really appreciate it as we're going to discuss some really important topics today. Now, if you wouldn't mind sticking around for the entirety of this video may be a little bit longer today as we are discussing a very hot topic, and that is the extension of Hotel Xcaret Mexico. But before we start with that, just something quick that I want to elaborate on are my services and what I assist my clients with when it comes to the three properties. First and foremost, my clients get my knowledge and experience when it comes to the properties. I have traveled to the properties many, many times, and I do extensive training when it comes to the properties as well. About 80-90% of my clientele travels to one of the three properties, so my knowledge is very extensive. My clients also receive my Xcaret guide. I have different guides for each property based on the different room categories that you may stay on. Some of these guides range to about 70 pages. And now with the extension of Hotel Xcaret Mexico, this guide is probably going to be close to 100 pages long, which is pretty extensive and something that I love offering my clients so they are well versed on the property, because there is nothing more than I hate seeing is on these different fan groups where people book the property, they book the wrong property, or they're overwhelmed and they don't know what to do when they get to the property. So, one of the things that I help my clients do is I put together a thought out itinerary for their stay. And that is something that I do for each of my clients. You are also able to make payments on your vacation leading up to your vacation departure. So let's get started with the Hotel Xcaret Mexico extension. So as you can see, here is a map of the destination itself. Hotel Xcaret Mexico is about 45 minutes from the Cancun airport on a great day if there is no traffic. But as many of you know who have traveled to the destination, there can be substantial traffic. So sometimes that travel time can be a bit longer, up to, I've experienced about an hour and 15 minutes. The current casas at Xcaret, Mexico are Casa Agua, which is 18 plus, Espiral. We have Viento, we have Casa Tierra, and Casa Fuego, which is 18 plus adults only as well, which also has the Fuego restaurant and the rooftop pool. That is what is currently at Xcaret, Mexico. With the extension, they're going to be adding Casa Luna, Casa Vida, Casa Soul, Casa Eclipse, and Casa Cielo. Now, these are also within the names are within the Mayan cosmos, so they're just extending um, that into the extension. Now, something I want to point out is this is not a separate hotel. This is just an extension of Xcaret Mexico. They're adding on to the experience. They have put about $700 million into this expansion project. This expansion is set to open summer 2025. They do not have an exact date yet, but they are forecasting and pretty spot on with saying summer 2025. Obviously, summer can mean different things to a lot of people. For some people, summer is starting in May, June, July, August, or even before Labor Day. So we shall see. The first casa that we're going to go over is Casa Luna. This is specifically for families, children aged 0 to 9. They're going to offer suites here that are garden and river with easy access to swim in the river. Some of the entertainment and areas, in this casa will be the rooftop with the kitchen and bar, kids pool, and then there's going to be a hotel within a hotel for kids, and I'll go into that a little bit more. Something to note about these casas is they will say this casa is specifically for this age group. However, this does not mean that you're going to be able to pick your casa. Okay. Right now, what you're currently able to pick on the Xcaret Mexico side is Casa Fuego and Casa Agua, and that's going to continue the same way. And just because you have a child that may be, for instance, 3 years old, it does not mean that they're going to place you and your family in Casa Luna because you have a 3 year old. Now you can go to that casa and utilize those amenities that are geared towards that age. I hope that makes sense. Next, we have Casa Vida. This is for family with children 10 to 12. They're going to offer suites with garden and river and access to swim at the river. You're going to have a rooftop with a kitchen and bar. This is where the cinema restaurant will be located, and the Casadas bar will also be located, and La Central restaurant and Cafeteca will be located. This will also be where the bus central is located. So this is eventually where all the buses will be at in order to pick up everyone to take them to the parks, excursions, and etc. There is also going to be slides here as well. Also, something to note, as of now, there is no guarantee, unfortunately, for suites for family of 5. That is what is said. However, that doesn't mean that it won't change in the future. I know us travel advisors have asked Xcaret many times if they can please guarantee suites with families for families of 5. In the extension, there will not be connecting doors in the inside of the rooms. However, there will be the corridors similar to what they have now. Um, Adding on to the extension. So we're going to see that on the extension with the corridors on the outside. However, there will be more availability, and hopefully, with that being said, more access to for families to actually be near each other. It's just not going to be guaranteed at this moment. Also, there are 5 presidential suites, each divided into each new casa. Next, we have Casa Soul. This is recommended for families with age children 13 to 17, suites with views and garden, river, and access to swim at the river. There's 3 pools here, rooftop, kitchen, bar, and there will also be the Distrito, which is going to be an activity center for teens, and we'll go into that more. There will also be Pachangaria, excuse me. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm having a hard time saying this word. Pachangaria, there we go, Pachangaria. This will also be in this casa as well, which is a nightclub for teens, and we'll go over that. Next, we have Casa Eclipse. This is a casa exclusive for adults. Now, it's going to be very different from Casa Fuego, as Casa Fuego is 18 and up, right? And you have that rooftop bar there that it's exclusive to the adults only. You know you're staying in Casa Fuego, and you have butler service as well. This is not the same concept here at Casa Eclipse. However, things could change, but as of now, this is the way it is. This is where Riviera Baja restaurant is located, as well as there's going to be rooftop. And so if you're an adult, 18 plus, you may be 2 adults traveling together, you may be more likely to be placed in this casa. However, this does not mean that this is a bookable room specifically for adults. It's going to be the same concept where you will be placed where there is availability based on the room category that you are purchasing. So river suite, garden suite, you could be placed in any of these casas that I've mentioned so far. Next, we have Casa Cielo, which is geared towards multi-generational groups, families, suites with garden and river view. You have a business center. You have the Flamingo restaurant, Sabor Gloria restaurant. You have Monarca restaurant, Castello, Chi, Tamamon, Azul, and the Sorbe, so sweets, similar to what you see in Chabali. And you also have another activity there, which is an adult only nightclub, and then you have a taco shop as well. Now we're going to get into some of the culinary experiences here at the resort with the extension of with an additional 9 other restaurants. So the first one we have is tamamon, which will be Asian cuisine. You will have a sushi train, 3 teppanyaki islands, a Mongolian grill, and ramen and dim sum bar. Excuse me, with a surprising environment. So this will be contemporary Asian cuisine. They will have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This will be located in Casa Cielo, and reservation is required. Next, you have Chi, which is an authentic Yucatan cuisine, which offers a la carte breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Features live music. The restaurant also boasts private space for exclusive events, similar to what you see in Las Cuevas restaurants, where they have a space for private dining experience. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, located in Casa Cielo. Next, we have Castello, which is Veracruz cuisine, including seafood, fish, typical snacks. It offers an ambiance resembling a cozy terrace with outdoor seating and live happenings, entertainments for a unique experience. So you'll have seafood, excuse me, from the Gulf of Mexico's coast, breakfast, lunch, and dinner located in Casa Cielo. Next, we have Monarca, which you will enjoy Michoacan cuisine and an ambiance resembling a cozy terrace with outdoor seating. It offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it is located in Casa Cielo. And if I didn't mention, there will be outdoor seating here. Next is Azul Nogada, which is cuisine for Puebla, and the restaurant is decorated with authentic traditional talavera, and there is outdoor seating as well, and a private area for up to 16 people. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, reservation required, located in Casa Cielo. Next, we have Arriba Baja, which is also outdoor seating as well. And it is a signature restaurant that is exclusive for adults only. It offers a unique experience with impressive waterfall running from the ceiling to the river. Enjoy panoramic views of the river and the islands in an unparalleled environment. Signature cuisine, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, reservation required. And this is in Casa Eclipse. Next, we have La Central, which is where I discussed where in the where the casa is and where the bus central is also located. You will have Mexican and international food, so similar to what we see at the Mercado now. Mexican style buffet. The restaurant offers a coffee island um, and designed and a design inspired by a bus hub where diners may watch the buses departing for the parks. It is ideal for a small lunch before going to the park. Mexican and international cuisine, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Casa Vida. Next, we have the cinema, which offers fast food snack experience with a design inspired by a cinema theater open towards the main pool. It features 4 stations with tacos, pizza, hot dogs, and desserts, as well as a giant screen, which I heard that they will be playing a lot of Mexican-made movies. They will be open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But it also says open 24/7 with snack options located in Casa Vida. Next, we have Sorpe, which is their dessert shop. It is going to be located in Casa Cielo, so they're going to have ice cream, sorbets, and desserts. So I know us parents are really excited about this. I'm sure the kids are going to be excited because my kids, they love a good coffee. So just like on the Arte side, they're adding cafeteca. Many of you don't know, but inside the lobby at Hotel Xcaret Mexico, there is a very small coffee stand. It's almost like a booth right inside the lobby, okay, where you check in. However, in the lobby bar, there's an actual like coffee station with somebody serving coffee, lattes, that sort of thing, right next to the bar that you can also get coffee at. But adding cafeteca is going to be absolutely amazing. That is my favorite. It's one of my favorite spots at Hotel Xcaret Arte, and so they will be adding it to the extension of Mexico, and it will be open from 6:30 to 11 p.m. Now we're going to get into some of the activities that we're going to be seeing at the extension of Hotel Xcaret Mexico, and they've put all of this money into making it, designing it more for multi-generational trips. So let's go over that. So I'm not going to butcher the name of this, and I'm not sure how to pronounce it yet, the pronunciation of it, but I will get back to you guys on that. So right here, we're going to have an adult only disco DJ music lounge area with the taco shop to sober up, and I'll go over that right now. That's going to be located next to this nightclub. So I think it's going to be similar to what we're seeing on the Arte side. It is going to be open from 8 to 4 in the morning, partying until 4 in the morning. I don't know who can do that, party until 4 in the morning, but we shall see. I'll have to check it out. Next, we have Tacos Pa Bajarla, which is going to be located next to the adult only disco club. So you're going to have a taco shop. After a night of drinking, dancing, I love to end my night with tacos, okay? And so you'll have that there as well. It is going to be open for everyone 10 p.m. till 4 in the locate excuse me 4 in the morning, in Casa Cielo. Next, we have Bar Decadas, and this is a nostalgic entertainment experience for families of all ages. Here, you'll be able to enjoy classic arcade games, exciting pool tables, foosball, air hockey, and jet pong in an atmosphere inspired by the decades from 1970s to the 2000s. This is going to be a really fun experience. This is going to be open from 11 a.m. Until 10 p.m. Located in Casa Vida. Next, we have La Pachangaria. I don't know what it is with this X sometimes. I know it is the standard for everything Xcaret, right? They throw an X and everything. But sometimes the X really throws me off sometimes. And I know others, it throws them off. And if you've read the book by the owner creator of Xcaret, of Grupo Xcaret, Miguel, um, it's the original one is in Spanish, but the translation for English, everything is with an X, mostly everything, and sometimes it just really plays tricks on my mind with the X. So this is a disco exclusively for teenagers. It offers an immersive experience with ultraviolet lights, neon lights, light murals, a 3D mapping. You'll also have a silent party with headphones, a video wall, a DJ contest. This is going to be located in Casa Soul. They don't have times yet for the operational of this, but this is very exciting for teenagers because I really feel like this is kind of the things that they were missing at the resort that I think is really going to bring everything together for Grupo Xcaret to really make it um, a different dynamic than what we are used to now and going to be previously used to, as far as like what is offering during the day. As we know, the resort can be a quiet resort, right? It's not known for, it doesn't have this party vibe, but adding these different elements really, takes it up a notch and puts it up there to where people can really understand the value of this resort and why it's priced the way it is. And something I just want to touch on with regarding pricing is not going to change. for the extension of Xcaret Mexico. And that previously, I think people were thinking that this extension was going to be like Xcaret Mexico 2, and so it was going to be designed differently as far as booking goes, but that's not the case. It's just an extension, and we're just booking under one umbrella, which is Xcaret Mexico, except for the deviations of the adult only casas. So, my point being is pricing is not going to change because they're opening up these five additional casas. Next, we have Distrito 1317, which is an entertainment area for teenagers with three experience levels. It includes activities such as wrestling, entertainment, an infinity room, collage of urban art, all of which are on an interactive path that will take you to a live new adventure that's located in Casa Soul. I am so excited for this extension. I was on a meeting today with Xcaret. They were going over everything, and this just really is nothing like we've seen in the destination already. When people ask me, well, I can't really afford Xcaret right now. Is there anything comparable? No, there's nothing comparable to Xcaret and any levels. Okay, Xcaret is a whole different ball game. It's totally different from anything you've ever seen, and really, when you when you throw everything in together with all these new amenities, adventures, activities for families, it just is it's unparalleled. And I'm excited to see what this means for Grupo Xcaret as a whole. I know that they're going to be growing. If you follow me on TikTok, if you follow me on Facebook, in my Facebook group, Everything Xcaret, I go over the expansion that we're going to be seeing with Xcaret, Grupo Xcaret, and how they're going to be growing within the destination. And it's pretty amazing that they've gone from not only just starting off with parks, right, with Xcaret and the idea behind Xcaret and Miguel and the way he grew it, but to where it is now and the different resorts that we're seeing and where they're taking that. It's amazing. Next, we have Lunateca. Lunateca is a room design for children aged 0 to 4. It allows them to explore several activities accompanied by their parents. It offers early interactive screens, a reading area, puzzles, related activities, and more in an atmosphere conceived for learning and having fun. Again, located in Casa Luna. Um, this is not something parents can just go drop their kids off. This is an activity space for parents and children to come together and interact together. Next, we have Shiki In, which is probably the coolest spot I think that they're adding, and I love the idea behind it. So let me really get into it. So Shiki In is a space designed for children aged 5 to 9. There, they can participate in several activities that involve them in roles such as driver, receptionist, chef, and more. This is located in Casa Luna. So the idea behind it is it's a hotel within a hotel located in Casa Luna. And this gives children from ages 5 to 9 the spot to really interact as if they were at a hotel. Because I don't know about you, but when I was little, I used to travel a lot with my family, and I just love the idea of being like a maid, a butler, and I would play that with my sisters and such. And so that's the idea behind that is creating a space for kids to just use their imagination in this space. So I'm excited to see what this looks like. Unfortunately, my kids are no longer in this age group, so they won't be able to take part of it. But I do have a lot of clients that have children these ages, and they're going to be very excited for this experience for them. Now we have Muk Spa. This is I don't know if they didn't really touch too much on this because I don't think they have full understanding of how they're going to work this, or maybe they're just not mentioning things yet. But the idea behind Muluk Spa, one, if you've ever been in Muluk Spa, it is it's stunning in there. However, my favorite spa is the Muluk Spa at Xcaret Arte, hands down. It even surpasses La Casa de la Playa for me. So my favorite spa is Arte, but the Muk Spa at Xcaret Mexico, I don't know if now the spa that they have right now, as you know, let me backtrack. As you know, the spa is currently closed down. You can only do hydrotherapy, certain services there. You can't get a massage. The massages have been relocated uh, towards the river area, the front between the river and, excuse me, by the river, kind of by the ocean as well, on the side of, I guess I want to say it, the cliff area. But that's where massages have been relocated. So I'm not sure if they're going to keep the current Muluk spa the way it is, adults only, and then adding another spa for families, parents, and children. And they're not sure the type of spa like amenities they're going to be offering for all ages. That's still, in the thought process. So, as a travel advisor, one of the things that I offer to my clients, or assist my clients with, is destination weddings, destination quinceañeras, group trips, even company trips as well. They have added different spaces, new rooms, that breakout rooms, that conference rooms that companies can take part in and utilize for their needs of however they're traveling and need to utilize that, but also weddings as well. So they can really break up this ballroom and designate it into different ways to accommodate different types of groups. And as you know, Xcaret, Mexico has some of the best venue sites in the destination. I mean, where in the destination can you have a waterfall in the backdrop of your pictures of your wedding? And so they offer beautiful spots to get married for your quinceañera, for your group as well. If you're interested in working with us when it comes to destination weddings, all you're going to do is head to the link in the description. And from there, you can schedule a complimentary consultation with us, depending on the services that you're looking for. But Destination Weddings has their own, we have our own link for that. Destination Quinceañeras and regular consultations for for vacations, honeymoons, family getaways, that sort of thing. So again, if you're part of my TikTok, if you are on my Everything Xcaret Facebook group, I've already mentioned some of the things that are taking place with the parks. As you know, Xcaret is an all fun, all inclusive resort. So again, like I said, it's very different. It's not comparable to anything you've seen before, where they have parks and excursions included. Even I don't even put it on the same level of sandals, quite honestly. I think it is uh, I think it's higher up there for sure. So you have Xcaret Park that's included Explore Fuego, Xochimilco, Census, Cenotes, Xalha, and then you have their transportation and the transportation to parks and excursions. You have the sailing experiences to Cozumel, Isla Mujeres, the catamaran, and then Xcaret does have their own yachts, which are an additional charge. They have 4 yachts as well. They recently took away Census Insomnia, which was at night, and that was just actually recently added a few months ago. And it was really a trial period for Grupo Xcaret to see how that would work out. They're not. I think what they're going to do is make it a seasonal park. Census Insomnia. Census will still be the same hours, but Census Insomnia will probably be seasonal, and they will open back up summer of 2025. Another thing that they closed for time being is Savage, and they don't have an opening date of when Savage will reopen. But from what I'm being told, is they're going to totally revamp Savage, um, and it's not sure if they're going to make it a different experience or they're just adding on more experiences just to revamp the whole thing. So that's what we're seeing now with the parks. And I think a question that's on everyone's mind and that kind of that people think of is when they check in at Xcaret, Mexico, how things will differ with the check-in process. So what I'm being told is essentially check-in is really going to start now at the airport um, when we have this second part or the extension part open of Xcaret Mexico is check-in. We'll start at the airport or on the bus or both, and to alleviate some of that stress of checking in at the resort and then when you get there, you're already checked in and such, and you're ready to start your vacation. And I think some of the questions, are had is that or that people have is essentially, this is a big resort. Are there going to be tram services? Um, are there going to be golf carts to take people around? As of now, no, there's not. Does that mean that it will change? Yes. They're going to change different walking paths, adding caves to walk through to get around and such. And then, as of now, behind Spiral, which is the pyramid, there is three islands. However, two of the islands are still closed off due to the construction of Xcaret, Mexico. And again, something that I've mentioned in my Xcaret group is that there is potentially going to be an extension of Xcaret Arte, which from the talks, it sounds like it's going to happen. So I would say probably those two islands are going to be closed for a while, um, unfortunately. But that one island is still open, has the walking path. You'll find the hidden slides there, and so yeah, I love the walking paths there. So that's all I have for you today as far as um, this exciting news that's come out about the extension and what we're going to see in the future for Grupo Xcaret and the growth in the destination. And overall, not just with Xcaret, but the growth in the destination in its entirety. I would love to work with you and assist you in curating your next vacation. First of all, I love my job. I love what I do, and I love assisting my clients in planning their vacations and really getting them excited and making sure that they fully understand the experience that they are going to experience with Xcaret and what is all included. That is part of my job, is making sure that you understand everything that's included and is a part of the process with Xcaret. Again, my name is Christina. I'm with Sensational Travel. You'll find all my information in the description below. I look forward to working with you. Schedule a consultation with me so we can get the process started, and we will go from there. Otherwise, thank you for joining me.